How's camp for you, Philip?
It's great. Doing good.
What's been different for you this year?
I think I'm 1 year older, a little more experience again, and just it's same as every year. And my everyday when I'm here, just getting better, be a better player than the other day, and work on the details what can make me a better player.
What did you work on in the off season to become a better player, you think?
Of course, I was working on my strengths to get it better, be better in those things, and also focus on the weaknesses. What I can make from weakness to be my strength. So just focus on that, and yeah, that was a good summer for me.
Thinking back on last year, it seemed like you got off to a really good start. I think it was like the 5th game you got hurt.
Yep.
Did you feel like it felt like it could be a big season for you, things were happening, and then that sort of put the whole thing off track?
I mean, what was before was, I think I had a good start last year. I was ready. We had long pause before the season. I had a great off season, then great start. Unfortunately, the injuries happens in a sport like this, and then when I get back, I was recovering from my hand whole month from the COVID and those things. So it was a little harder for me to beat and get back to my track. But I think the last month and a half until the end of the season, I started finding myself again and play like before the 5 games.
The COVID, did the effects of that linger? Did it take you a while to feel like you were back to, especially with cardio, back to 100%?
I didn't have any symptoms, but of course the hand didn't help me much. That was my first injury like this, and yeah, I was expecting to get back where I started, but you can play like this, or you can start like that after 6 weeks, 7 weeks, what you're missing, and had like, I don't know, week of practicing. So I was little frustrated a month after, but yeah, how I said, I was just getting back on the track, and the last month and a half was very good for me.
You mentioned working on the details. Like, can you give us any specific areas of your game where you feel like you need to be better to round yourself out?
No, it's funny because in off season I can work on a lot of things because I'm working individually and not in a team. But of course, the details in my skills, in my shot, the details that can help me to score more goals, getting to the dirty areas where goals are scored, and of course when I get here, just look at Mika how he skates outside of the puck. I think that's the thing what I can, or what I have to work the most, and how I said, I'm working on it every day and try to get better.
Physically, are you stronger than you feel stronger than you ever felt before?
Yeah, I'm still young, so for me putting on the muscles it's easier, and I feel, how I said last year, I'm stronger than the year before, and this year I feel even stronger than last year. So even the 2.5 months what I had in off season helps me, and then feel strong, feel in great shape.
With the hand, I know it probably helped. It probably hurt you in face-offs, right?
Yeah.
So when you are trying to improve at that part of the game, how do you go about it? How do you get better at face-offs?
It's about experience. It's about strength. It's about how smart you are. When you put all those things together, you can be the best on the face-off, but for me, the experience, I'm getting that strength, how I said, getting stronger. I think I have good technique, but sometimes that experience against older players is harder to play against. And although I said I'm working on my technique on the forehand, not many players in the NHL play the forehand face-off, and I think I'm pretty good in those. And still working on that, working on details, how to put the stick on the ice, how to turn it, and I'm still young, so getting better every day, and I think I can be good. I can be good face-off player.
You have, since camp started, you've been with Goudreau.
Yep.
Which is a new guy. How is that going, you know, learning him and learning how he plays, and how is he helping you so far?
Yeah, the practices are different than game, and we played 2 scrimmages together. We didn't play much in a game, but yeah, he's a great two-way player. He's strong. He's bringing a lot to our line, so he can help me a lot. He can make me the space when I have the puck, and yeah, I said he's a great player. He won 2 Stanley Cups in 2 years, and these players you need in your team. So I'm happy that I have him in line and that he can help me.
How are things different under the new head coach?
I don't know. I'll say something different because I don't know how to explain it in English, but he's a great coach. He talks to us a lot. We have great practices, and yeah, I feel great, and I feel great that I can talk to him whenever I want. To all the coaches, not just the head coach, and I'm happy that they helping me a lot and giving me a lot of advices.
We brought Pierre in to help with the face-offs. You know, just your opinion, how's that worked out, you know, having somebody kind of help you with the face-offs?
Yeah, of course you see it from of referee view, how he see the players, and the details from his side, what can makes us better. And of course, when we were practicing that before the game, I felt great in that game. Start to focusing more on the details, what he said, what I didn't know that I should focus before, and that gives me a lot. And now when we're practicing the face-offs, it's just looking at those things and trying to realize that that's stuff what he said, and he's experienced referee, so everything makes sense what he said. So I'm happy that he was here.
Is it important to you, Phil, to play center? Like, do you really want to make it work at center, or would you be okay if you played wing at some point?
I never played wing in my career. I was playing wing just 1 season here, my first season, and last year when I was injured. Otherwise, I'm center, and I want to play center. If coach put me on a wing, I will play there. But for me, the center is my main position, and I want to stay there.
You mentioned Mika. When you look at, you know, him being a two-way player, all the different things that he does, is he a guy that you really try to learn a lot from to become a complete center?
Of course, these centers are winning the Stanley Cups and pushing the teams in the playoffs, and I want to play in the top 6 as fast as I can. But we have another 2 great centers what are in front of me, and I just can learn from them, learn how they play, and yeah, just working on the things to make me better, and when it's time, when it's that opportunity, I wanna go for that. But now, how I said, we have great 2 centers, and it's great that we have this competition, and I'm happy that we have a good team like this.